Hello. So I just realized that I have not built in Sulani in, well, A, forever, and B, on this channel. So I decided I want to build in Sulani, but I didn't want to build a islandy house. I wanted to build a Mediterranean style house, so I decided to build like a little Mediterranean style house in Sulani because Beach World and I like Mediterranean looking houses. I really like the way they look. I love I love a combo of white house with red tile roof. I just love that so much. And I struggled a bit with the outside of the build, and it took me forever to get the roof the way I like it. And you'll see I put the one little detached room off to the side, and I turned that into like a grandma's room. I always do that. I always build grandma's rooms in my houses. Probably because my grandma used to live with me. She lived with my family for 18 years from the time I was 3 months old until after I had turned 18. And so I've just always put like a grandma's room. I wanted to put this little glass floor panels, but I decided not to because of the foundation. And then it took me so long to find the ocean ladders. Like, I know that took like seconds in the video, but it took about 2 minutes in real time for me to be able to find that stupid ladder. Anyways, this house, I finally actually decided I'm going to put it on the gallery. So it's on the gallery if anyone wants to download it. My title on the gallery is all lowercase HIN3, the number 3. Oh gosh, now I have to start over. I just distracted myself. HIN, the number 3, S57. And it's all lowercase, and all the numbers are just the digit, it's not spelled out, like it's just the number. That came, I mentioned this in an earlier video, it came from the fact that my last name is Heinz, and then 57, Heinz 57 is, you know, that sauce, that steak sauce that the Heinz Corporation makes. And again, no relation to the Heinz Corporation, sadly. Sorry, I thought someone was coming upstairs. I heard like a little knocking noise and I thought my mom was at my door. She's not. Yeah, I still live with my parents because I'm in college, and I go to college, like, it's like a 20-minute drive to my university from my house. So I just opted to still live with my parents, and it saves lots of money. It would have been like $3,000 to live in a dorm. It's like $3,000 per semester, and then I live here for free. So it's like, well, you know, pretty obvious choice. Also, I didn't buy a meal plan for my college last semester or this semester because the cheapest meal plan is $3,000. It's like $3,800, and last semester I was on campus twice a week for 2 hours at a time, and I was like, I'm not gonna spend almost $4,000 for a meal plan that I might use twice a week. Like, and I was there from like 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock on Wednesdays, and like 5 to 6 on Thursdays. So yeah, I mean, I guess an average of 2 hours, 3 hours one day, 1 hour the next day. But like, they wouldn't even let me in the dining hall. It's like my friend and I tried to go to he was like, hey, let's go to the dining hall. Like after our Thursday class, he was like, let's go get some food. And I was like, oh, okay. And I walk in there, and first they have to scan your retinas, which, like, what the fuck? Sorry, shouldn't have said that. But like, that's crazy. Anyways, they do that. They scan your retinas, and like the retinal thing was like, yep, you're good. But then the little turnstile that, like, you know, that they have at like museums or subways, it just like stops and like won't let me through. And the lady's like, "Oh, what's your name?" And I told her my name, and she was like, "Yeah, you don't have a meal plan." And so I was like, "Oh, okay, well, I'll just pay to enter." And she said, "Oh, sorry, we don't do that anymore." I have lived here for almost 10 years, and I have known that at any point in time, you can just walk right up into a dining hall. Anyone, whether you are a student or just some random person off the street, you can walk into a dining hall, pay like $20, and enter the dining hall. You'd think they would tell you that that's not an option when you opt not to buy a meal plan. I'm still a little salty about that because it was pretty embarrassing. Because then she was like, she looked at me and she said, "Hey, you got to step out of line. There's people behind you." And there were like 15 people behind me. It had been like 10 seconds. That entire interaction was like 10 seconds. Maybe 30. Probably about 30 seconds, not 10 seconds. It was like 30 seconds. And there were like 15 people already lined up behind me. And I was just like, eh. And then my friend didn't have any guest passes, so it was just kind of like awkward. And I kind of had to be like, "Okay, bye, see you later." So yeah, that was awkward. Gosh, I'm getting like embarrassed again from that. Anyways, I decided this house is mostly island living and jungle adventure, although the stove and fridge are from Cool Kitchen because I really like the stove that and fridge that came with that pack. But other than that, pretty much the rest of the house, there's some Dream Home Decorator just because that pack is amazing with the bunk beds, and I just like the bunk beds that came with that pack. So I use a lot of those packs. Oh, and the shower is from University. But pretty much the entire house is Jungle Adventure and Island Living. Jungle Adventure was the second pack I bought for The Sims. I remember the first pack I bought was Cats and Dogs. Then it was Jungle Adventure, and then Laundry Day. They didn't do like the bundle system back then. I say back then, this was like, what, 3 years ago. They didn't do the bundle system, so I didn't like save any money or anything. But so I just had to buy them like Cats and Dogs and Jungle Adventure, then Laundry Day. But now I have every expansion pack, all but one game packs, because I am not buying Journey to Batuu or whatever the Star Wars pack is. I'm not buying that. It's stupid. And then I don't have like spooky stuff, bowling night, and like one or two other stuff packs. I have pretty much all the DLCs for The Sims 4. Which the kids I babysit like can't wrap their heads around that, which like it's not that confusing. I guess just because they're little kids and like they get an allowance of like $4 or $5 a week, and then I get during the summer a couple hundred a week, and then during the week like 200 babysitting them. So you know, I have plenty of money to spend on The Sims, and they obviously they don't play The Sims, but they play other games. And like they save up for months to be able to buy, or maybe not months, but like a month to be able to buy like a $20 gift card for Fortnite or whatever. Or I guess you don't really have to pay, you just buy Minecraft and then, but you know what I mean. Like pretty much Fortnite is the game they spend their money on. And then you'll see I'm just putting the finishing touches on the house. I remember the garbage. Ooh, I did not put in a thermostat or a fire alarm, so you probably want to add that. Yeah, sorry I keep going because this is the second video I've recorded today, so I'm just kind of out of things to say, even though I did talk about college for a good minute. But just, I mean, it's a pretty average house. I decided to delete the balcony on the front of the house. I just, because I put the bathroom there, I decided, you know what, what's the point of having just a useless balcony that you're, like, I like to put decorative balconies on there, on my houses, but, like, usually I do actually make it so that the Sim can access it, but, I mean, like, the Sims can't even access it. I've also forgot to put a light in the bathroom. But then here's the house, and I will see you all in the next video.